Coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Denver Nuggets against the Memphis Grizzlies. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And we're a good chunk into the season now at this point, and Clark, we're starting to see how teams are really coming together.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at this time of the season, the rotation guys are pretty well defined. You know who your leaders are and who gets the most touches and all of that. Now it's all about execution.
Bucket is good.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here is Conley. Left side, Randolph. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Anthony, right side. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, great job by Anthony keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
Outside Conley. Randolph against the name. Lets it go from 14.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Now Smith. Last time out he had 13 points. And the wide open shot from Billups. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Taking advantage of the opportunity to put his range to good use. Billups, very effective from behind the arc.
Henry passes to Mayo. Randolph, a screen on Smith. They need this. And it's Randolph with the jam.
Leaving no doubt, slamming it right through.
The Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Anthony, and Denver again with the bucket.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
Anthony's gotten all 3 of the shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Down low, here's Randolph. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randolph's got his second basket of the night.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Outside Anthony. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Henry with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Randolph passes to Gasol. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Sensational feel in the painted area. Get Gasol the ball. Let him use his size and intelligence to full advantage.
Now here's Billups. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. The wide open look here for Anthony. Bangs home the trifecta. Anthony's got 9.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
There's a timeout from Lionel Hollins. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Memphis. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season. And checking out Denver, sitting there 4 spots below.
And I think for Denver, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
Oh, what a feed right there. You gotta love the unselfish attitude.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The Nuggets third.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Kenyon Martin, he's checked in for Nene. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Smith. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Sam Young's checked in for Henry. And Tony Allen subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Now here is Conley. Still scoreless. Randolph up top. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Allen for 3. Denver grabs the miss. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Here's Allen after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Gasol, this is to Conley. Plays it up and banks it in.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Outside Anthony. To the paint. Here's Martin. And finished off by Martin.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Allen after the Nuggets pick up 2. Gasol finds Allen. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Conley for 3. Martin gets the rebound. And here's Anthony from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Anthony's got 14. And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Denver.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Now, here is Young. Aaron Affollo missing his last shot. Pass to Young. Here's Wong. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
That's good from Law. Well, this past summer, the biggest free agent signing in sports history. LeBron James, selecting of all teams, Greg, the Miami Heat.
And, Kevin, how about having it televised with an hour special on major television? I think we will see more of that moving forward, where players can kind of dictate where they go, taking some of that power back from the owner.
He's off on the second. And he nails the third. Denver leading by 6. Pass to Williams. Back to Lawson. Harrington, the pass to Martin. Lawson outside. Outside for Harrington. Shoots from 14. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Good on the shot. Martin's got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
Good to see Martin taking the aggressive path inside. He knows how effective he can be when he does that.
There's a timeout from Lionel Hollins. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. For the Nuggets, Nene, he's checked in for Williams. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Al Harrington. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Outside Mayo. Randolph sets a screen for Mayo. It's tipped. Taken away by Nene. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And that one is good.
Hey, his reputation is as a shoot first, shoot second player. But there's Smith showing you some unselfishness with the nice pass.
Now here's Mayo. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. The shot's good from Randolph. 6 points for Zach Randolph.
Point blank range, that's what you want.
Nene outside. Pass to Anthony. Lawson surveying the D. Clock at 6. No good on the 3. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Allen in the post. He's against Smith. Allen kicks to Henry. Here's Carroll. Denver grabs the miss. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seeing the numbers dropping off for him this year.
Melvin Eli is checked in for Denver. Memphis also making some changes. Gasol comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's AC Law in for Tony Allen.
Muscle Nene brings on both ends, man, he knows how to use it too. A guy you don't want to fool around with at all.
Here's Law. Pass to Randall. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Zach Randolph. 2 shots.
Throw good, Randolph.
2 things I like about Randolph are his motor and his touch. I mean, that's a nice combination. Plays hard and has a feathery touch. He's going to get his buckets one way or another.
Chauncey Billups is checked in for Ty Lawson. The Grizzlies also making a change. Conley's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now Mayo following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Mayo kicks to Conley. Pass to Henry. Here's Gasol. And again, Memphis no good. Denver leading by 10. Outside Anthony. 1:37 left now here in the second. And the shot is good. Anthony's got 16 points.
A mid-range master. Carmelo Anthony looks to attack from this area whenever he can.
Pass to Randolph. Here's Henry. No scoring in this one. Gasol, a screen on Smith. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And finished off by Gasol.
You know, when it's Gasol in the 2-man game, you have to keep track of him. Mark's so dangerous as the roller.
Nene outside. Pass to Anthony. Shoots over Henry. Almost, but it rolls out. The Grizzlies trail by 10. And here is Conley. 29 seconds left here in the second. Here's Randolph. Out to Conley. Floats one up. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. And here is Anthony. 16 points for him. Shoots over Henry. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got the lead up to 12 now for Denver. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Right side, Conley. Pass to Randolph. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. And here's Mayo for 3. Good work defensively by Smith. The Nuggets leading by 12. Nene dishes to Anthony. Nene setting the pick for Anthony. In the corner, Smith with it. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Smith's got the first basket of the second half here for the Nuggets.
Such a reflexive shooter. Smith rarely needs any time to get set up and fire.
Randolph, a screen on Smith. Mayo kicks to Randolph. Over Nene. Great touch on the 16-footer. Randolph's got 9 points.
You know, that mid-range shot is still dangerous. It's clear Randolph has it going on from there.
And so George Karl decides to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Yeah, he's shaking up a bit. No choice but to take a timeout and let him get some medical attention.
A moment now to check out some numbers for Carmelo Anthony. Outside, Billups. Zach Randolph with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Mayo, the pass to Conley. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Randolph. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Denver. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Smith dishes to Nene. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. The wing jumper off target. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside Conley. Puts it up from 12. Randolph can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 13. Billups passes to Anthony. Nene setting the pick for Anthony. Shot clock at 5. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Here's Henry. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Mayo. Shot from the top of the key. And he hits the jump shot.
Mayo.
Denver's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Left side, Billups. Anthony, the pass to Billups. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
There's a timeout from Lionel Hollins. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Nuggets with some changes. Martin comes in for Melvin Elo. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Anthony. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Haddadi's checked in, and Damari Carroll subbed in for Zach Randolph. There's 1:34 left in the third. Pass to Carroll. Here's Henry. Now Mayo shoots the three, and the rebound goes to Martin. Now here's Lawson, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. To the inside, out to Smith, fires the three. No good that time.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Conley, and he banks in the layup. Conley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A crafty scorer. Conley makes the most of his opportunities down low.
Lawson outside. No one near Smith as he lets it go. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 3 assists tonight. Mayo against Billups. Here is Haddadi. And he goes in for the dunk.
Playmaking, platinum level.
27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Nene with the screen on Mayo. Billups attacking. Here's Nene, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Mayo with it. Here's Henry. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Denver on top. They lead by 13. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Nuggets leading by 13. Aflalo outside. Deep 2 from Anthony. Allen with the rebound. Fires from the wing. Young, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Anthony with the bucket.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Young outside. Pass to Carroll. Over to the left wing. Here's Law. Inside. Stolen by Martin. Now Lawson. Back to Aflalo. Lawson outside. Back to Aflalo. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Tuesday, then on Wednesday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
And here's a timeout now from George Karl. He's ready to talk things through with them. Alvin Eli, who's checked in for Al Harrington. The Grizzlies also making a change. Gasol's checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in with what George Karl was saying to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Law. Rebounded by Eli. Eli's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. A follow the pass to Eli. Banked in off the glass.
When you have that kind of size advantage, you just need to go right to the rim.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Here's Law. Left side, Randolph. Allen with the screen for Randolph. Deflects the pass. Oh!
My goodness. What a leap by Allen. Going up top to find the jam.
And he jams it in.
And you love the floor recognition there, proving he's willing to give it up to open teammates.
Lawson outside. That does not go. The Grizzlies trail by 13. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
You look at his technique, his physicality, his skill, being left-handed. Randolph routinely beats up defenders down low.
And so George Karl decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. the Nuggets with some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Martin. Smith comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Then for the Grizzlies, Xavier Henry, he's checked in for Young. Mayo comes in for Allen. And Mike Conley is subbed in for AC Law. Billups against Conley. Now Smith fires the three. Down he goes for three.
An absolute sharpshooter. J.R. Smith always rises with confidence.
Nene against Randolph. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Now Anthony. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
Conley feeling it out. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Mike Conley, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And Conley's the guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
And Conley drops them both. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Anthony. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nuggets.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so by winning the first of 3 to play in this season series, it should give them plenty of momentum and confidence for the next time they'll have to lace up their sneakers against Memphis.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
Here's Mayo after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. 19 seconds left in the game. The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. And here is Billups. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.